Hello, beautiful people. Breathe with me. What a beautiful day. I decided to bring you with me to get some sunshine, some fresh air. I am so blessed. No matter what is going on in life, you can always step outside and take a deep breath in. Depending on where you are, the air quality may or may not be good, but today I just wanted to bring you with me. Look at this, just stunning. Look at the views. Oh, over here there's too many trees, you can't see, but just absolutely beautiful. I am so grateful to, hello little ant. I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to be out here. For a lot of my life, I was, I won't say trapped, because trapped makes it feel or seem that I didn't have a choice, and we always have a choice. Maybe this is part of the message coming through today. I don't know. There's been a few messages coming through, something about creating home wherever you are, so that you can soar, so that you can fly. Because when you find home, the sense of home within yourself, it doesn't matter what your external circumstances are, where you are located, what is going on in the world around you. When you find home within yourself, right? And you choose to be at peace with the core of who you are and with your human experience, whether that's the good, bad, the ugly. When you learn to appreciate moments of peace and create moments of peace, regardless of your circumstances, regardless of your surroundings, life is beautiful. So there's a message coming through about creating home, or recognizing that home is not a structure. Home is an energy, a community. Home is a baseline frequency that you hold within your body, right? So places feel like home because of the people, right? If you take the people and the energy out of a place, it completely shifts the dynamic. So home is not a structure. Home is a people, it's a vibration, it's an energy. So what do you choose your home frequency to be? Do you choose a frequency of peace? Do you choose conflict? Does conflict seem to follow you? Well, that might be because you're choosing that energetic frequency. And I have been recently through a lot of tumultuous times in my life, because with change, right? Change is a result of a change in frequency. Change in frequency may be due to change in priorities or desire, or recognizing, sorry, there's some ants. I don't want them on my purse. Oh, I love nature, but I don't want to take any ants home with me. There's a song my kids love. What is it, from Phineas and Ferb? If you've seen that cartoon. Got squirrels in my pants. Just thought of ants in my pants, squirrels in my pants. I don't know, sorry, I'm going on a tangent here. If you're a mom, you get it. If you're a parent, you get it. If you love cartoons, you get it. There's something about childlike fun, right? This sense of home being where your inner child feels safe, right? So we can create safety, yes, through physical boundaries, through boundaries in our relationships, through confidence in ourself as a person, and knowing that no matter what the tumultuous surroundings may seem like our foundation is trying to be rocked by the state of the world, or by stress, or by tower moments, so things that just seem to crumble and fall in your life. But when you have this bedrock, this sense of safety and security and confidence in that which you are, your home cannot be taken from you. Your home cannot be shaken. That sense of peace, that sense of confidence, that knowingness, I'm going to be okay no matter what, because life is so much more than where we live or how we dress or what we do for work or for play, right? So there's a message coming through about maybe making sure that your inner child, that playful sense of yourself, that childlike sense of wonder and awe when you see something, a view like this for the first time, you know, it's breathtaking, right? Learning to come back to that place of home within ourselves, right? So appreciating the small things, appreciating nature, taking time just to get out and take a deep breath. Look around you, recognize that there's a lot more to life than the hustle, the bustle, and the resume. Oh, wow, okay. And here comes the devil. And the devil is going to try anything he can to distract you from that. He's going to try to send these little ants, right? These distractions to frustrate you, to get you off your path, to bring fear into the equation. But when you have that sense of home and knowingness and confidence in who you are, nothing can shake that, not even the devil himself. Get out of here, bug. Wow. Okay, Spirit. Clearly there's a message coming through already, but just real quickly, I want to set the intention for the message to be heard that is intended to be heard by the collective today. Whoever clicks on this video, let them get the message that they need to hear in their life in this moment. Where is this? The Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is an enduring energy. Endure through those devil moments. Endure through those hard times. Because what you are building in your life, the foundation that you have when it's built on, this is a strong, like a sturdy horse, right? Notice he's not moving, he is firmly planted. I don't know if you can see because of the sunlight, sorry. I wanted to show you the view, so I'm not facing the sun here, but this Knight of Pentacles, he's firmly planted. That horse has, you know, both front hooves planted solidly on the ground. And that knight, he's holding the pentacle, but he's not in a rush to go anywhere. Something about being firmly planted in who you are, creating a home in yourself. And we've got the Three of Pentacles coming out. So this is, I'm hearing craftsmanship, crafting, chiseling, like he's hard at work and he's being observed. There's this mason, I guess. Maybe he's not a mason, but that's what just came through, is he is creating. If you see, this is like one of those old churches with the ornate designs chiseled into the stone here. So taking your time to hone your craft. So from this Knight of Pentacles, he's got one here, to the Three of Pentacles, which is telling you it's okay. You're creating the foundation in yourself, and that is enough. Hone your craft. Be secure in that which you are, and nothing can shake you. So we've got the Two of Swords here. So she is so prepared. She is so secure in who she is that she's blindfolded. She's like, just give me these swords. I'm ready. Blindfold me. Because it doesn't matter who tries to come up against me, even the devil himself, right? Doesn't matter. He can try to come up against me. And I'm ready. I'm ready. I don't even need to see it coming because I'm so secure in my skill and who I am that I have no doubt I have what it takes. I don't even need to see it. I don't even need to see it coming. So, and there are two other cards that popped out, the Seven of Swords and the Empress. Now the Empress came out in reverse. The Seven of Swords is he looks like he's almost stealing these swords, like he's getting away with something. And I'm just noticing there's two swords left in by the tent here, and she's got two swords in her arms. This almost feels like someone trying to undermine you by taking the swords, right? I'm gonna rock your foundation by, he's tiptoeing away, right? So he's taking these swords and tiptoeing away, but that doesn't matter. All she needs are those two swords to be the Empress. That can't stop you. Maybe this was a delay. Why is the Empress in the reverse? I'm gonna read this from the book real quick. If you're new here, I am not a traditional tarot reader. I just channel the message through that I'm feeling intuitively from Spirit to bring you whatever guidance that you are meant to hear for your highest and greatest good. And I will use the cards to confirm the message that's coming through or to get clarification. Just as I'm intuitively guided. So the Empress. Fruitfulness, initiative, action, long days, the unknown, difficulty, doubt, or ignorance. Reversed is light, truth, the unraveling of involved matters. Public rejoice, also accordance to another reading, vacillation. So, yeah. Whoever this Seven of Swords guy is that was trying to undermine you, it seems like in the dead of night, right? He's tiptoeing away in secrecy. This Empress in reverse is showing that he's not going to get away with it, basically. The unraveling of involved matters, public rejoice. So this foundation that you have been steadily working towards in yourself. Now, maybe this is a skill set. Maybe this is just your confidence as a person. When those worldly things are stripped away, right? And this is, as I was driving up the mountain here to the top today, and I saw a hawk fly overhead, and this sense of creating a home within yourself so that you can fly and always come back to it, right? No matter where your home is. That's this Empress energy, right? This is something that is at your core. And no matter who tries to steal that away from you, right? The devil jumped out right away. Like, he does not want this to happen. Your confidence in who you are and what you are capable of has now been so carefully crafted because you took the time on this Knight of Pentacles energy, this slow enduring horse. You took the time to build yourself up, to create that foundation, that knowingness in yourself that you can handle whatever obstacles life throws at you, no matter who's trying to undermine you or take your swords away to make it more difficult. It doesn't matter because you're the Empress and you own that energy. You own it blindfolded. You're like, I don't need 7 swords. I need 2. Boom. The right here. Go ahead and blindfold me. I don't even need to see you coming because I am so confident in myself and in my skill set and in who I am. Or maybe this is spirit drawing your attention to the need to cultivate that within yourself. I don't know why I feel the need to shuffle right now. That it doesn't matter who tries to come up against you. That Empress energy, you are the Empress. You are the Empress. And whatever complicated matters that are going on, whatever trickery someone is trying to pull is not going to be successful. And there's going to be rejoice, public rejoice. When you are recognized for this skill set, when your hard work is paying off and is going to be recognized. Okay, obstacles. What are some obstacles that might get in the way? Oh, jeez, excuse me. The King of Swords. Ah, so this 7 of Swords, he was trying to steal the swords and bring them to the king. This King of Swords energy. He feels, I want to say threatened, but that's not the right word. Neither is intimidated. This feels like a how dare you? How dare you think that you can come up here as the Empress without my permission? I am the King of Swords, and unless I give you the swords, you have no right to hold them. So maybe he sent one of his minions to take your swords. Now this is all an analogy, so please apply it to your situation as it resonates, as it makes sense. Maybe not this whole message is going to be for you, but Spirit wants you to be aware that anytime you are making progress or advances, you're going to be met with an equal and opposite resistive energy, okay? And that's devil energy that doesn't want you to be the best version of yourself, right? And the devil has uses others. So maybe this King of Swords who is interested in power. He's interested in power, and he wants to cut down anyone that might challenge that power, including those who build their own. So without his permission, he doesn't want you to be successful. Okay, so the King of Swords is the challenge. And what's the recommendation? What's the recommendation for dealing with this King of Swords here, Spirit? I heard just keep doing what you're doing. Okay. Get out and breathe. Get into nature. When you remember, when you are reminded how much more there is to life and how much of a blip humanity is on the radar, but the impact we can have if we take our time to hone our skills, to work together. When you're reminded that we're so insignificant, the only way that we can make significant impact on this planet, as we see, part of nature here, is to create that foundation, each one of us individually, and then bring them together, bring those forces together. If you notice this 3 of Pentacles here, there's a mason skilled at work here. And these 2 people, it looks like a monk and someone else in a robe, but they're They're holding a piece for him. So he is the master craftsman, but he is not in this alone. He's being assisted. And I just find it so funny. The two people that are assisting him, you've got this monk in a gray robe, very, very minimalist. And then you've got this gentleman next to him in this brightly colored garment, right? So these are people from all walks of life that will come together to support and to provide what that master craftsman needs to create a masterpiece. And maybe this masterpiece is something that's going to benefit humanity as a whole, or a community as a whole. And this King of Swords has monopoly over this community and doesn't want someone coming in who may be more skilled than they are. That's challenging their authority. That's challenging their hold on power. So the recommendation that came out is the Page of Cups. The energy that's coming through with this card is, so there's a fish looking out of this cup, and the page, bugs. Sorry, these ants are really trying to distract me. The energy that's coming from this card, this page, he's looking at this cup that has this fish in it like, well, that's interesting. What am I going to do with you? It's a very outside the box thinker, right? So this King of Swords looks very traditional, right? He sits on his throne, he wields a sword, he has his crown. And he's king of the land, and he rules with an iron fist, you know? I'm just noticing, like, it almost looks like, so there's some trees here, right? But the trees are very small compared to he is. So it's almost like he has dominion over the earth, right? Or he thinks he does. And here comes this page, this very young energy, who's willing to look at things differently. He's looking at a fish that's in a cup. That's very odd, you know? And where many people would just kind of toss that out, he's looking at it like, maybe this can be useful. And that's what's making him a master, is because he's willing to look at things differently. So maybe there's a call for you here to look at a situation differently in your life in order for you to find that resonance in your foundation, to find that place of peace. Maybe the King of Swords has been telling you that you're not the master craftsman because I'm the King of Swords. But you are. You are, and you have what it takes because you're willing to look at things differently. It's also interesting in this Three of Pentacles where we have that mason. He's not holding a tool that a mason would typically hold. It looks like he's holding an empty cup, and the cup is kind of tipped out. So maybe you took this Page of Cups energy, this inspiration from the divine, maybe from one of these messages, or maybe you're learning to listen to the language of the universe, the synchronicities that are happening all around you, and you're allowing yourself to be guided and led in a new direction where you're willing to look at situations differently. And something that seems odd, like a fish in a cup, you get the inspiration, right? Fish are a sign of abundance. So you receive the wisdom from the fish that's in the cup. That's divine inspiration leading you to your abundance. And then you're using the cup. He's using the cup to create the Three Pentacles, to hone his crafts, skilled craftsmanship. A masterpiece. And you're supported by people of all walks of life. This is like we saw with the Empress in the reverse. Public rejoice. Maybe the public is sick of this King of Swords. Which is funny because the King of Swords, although the energy I'm getting from it is very stoic and authoritative, the throne that he sits on behind him has butterflies on it. So it's like, this isn't even his throne. There's a disconnect here between this King of Swords who is ruling with an iron fist and really who that throne was crafted for. Someone who's willing to transform, like the butterfly. Wow. Okay. Final message, Spirit. Final message. Oh God. Which one flipped here? The Six of Cups. Oh, so this is what happens. This is the result here. You've got, it looks like 2 children, but they're happy and there's flowers coming out of their cup here. And they're sharing and they're giving. This is like a town. So you've got the castle here in the background, but this is a town and this is a very fruitful energy. And this is the result of when that King of Swords is dethroned. And the public is able to prosper. And new opportunities come from those cups. The cups that this skilled craftsman is using to build in the community. That's the message, guys. Thank you for joining me out here at this beautiful scenic overlook. And if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe, share it with someone who may resonate with this message, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Peace out, world.